but I'm going to put them at 3 because
Whoa.
since Clay is out till the All-Star break, I think they'll come into the playoffs at the 4th seed, just given record. But I think it's going to be a
Warriors
really
stuff.
good season for Steph to fucking show out, though.
The Lakers or the Warriors?
Warriors. He's talking about the Warriors,
sorry,
at 4.
Oh, okay.
not the
Yeah.
Lakers. Lakers going to be 3. I wanted to put the Lakers at 4 seed, but they're going to be at the 3 seed.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah,
the Warriors
because
will
of
be
the
4
Warriors.
seed.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Shit, who else we got?
We got the Trailblazers. We got.
I was
Nuggets.
thinking about them. I think the Trailblazers will come in at 6. I think the Nuggets will come in at
Jazz.
5th. Or I think the Nuggets will come in at 4th, and the Jazz or the Trailblazers will float between 5th and 6th.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Like one, I think that'll be a toss up between the two because I'm going to go ahead and say that the Trailblazers are going to be 5th and the Jazz will be 6th.
Where are the Nuggets?
Yeah, we're the Nuggets 7.
4. Oh, sorry.
No, you can't
Yeah,
be
I
4.
lost
That's
myself in the numbers.
Warriors.
You did.
Yeah.
Sorry, lost myself in the numbers. Clippers number 1,
Yes.
Rockets number 2,
Yes.
Lakers number 3, Warriors number 4,
Yeah.
Denver Nuggets at number 5, Trailblazers at number 6, Jazz at 7, and Mavs at 8.
No San Antonio Spurs.
Surprising.
Oh, fuck.
No. This is if they're
that's
gonna
why
miss.
that's why I'm saying that it's going to be a fucking
Yeah,
it's
no,
gonna
that's
be a
like
struggle,
the
man.
6, 7, 8 are going to be a grind out
Oh,
spot.
yeah.
It's just
Oh,
going to
yeah.
really
Yeah,
Oh,
depend
the rest
on.
is gonna be dope.
It's
Well,
going to
not to
depend on
mention-
how these players come out of injury. It's going to depend on how Pop coaches his team with like any superstars.
Well, they made the playoffs this past
Right,
year
but
with
that's what-
DeMar
and
DeRozan.
They have
they're
DeMar
good at
DeRozan.
doing
They
that.
didn't-
But this would also be the first year the Spurs have missed the playoffs in.
Since
God,
I can remember.
mean, maybe since we were born.
I would say almost before that.
It's been a long time because they had David Robinson before we were all old enough.
I cannot
to care.
think of the last time the Spurs have not been in the playoffs.
So my thing is I think the Trailblazers might take a higher seed than the Warriors just because of the Hassan Whiteside.
I still don't think so because you got Steph and Draymond, and then you got D'Lo,
Oh boy, but you got. I mean,
and then Clay comes back after the All-Star break.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's the earliest he comes back.
Presumably.
That's the earliest he comes
presumably
back.
that's
comes back after the All-Star
that's
break.
end of October, so not really even a month there.
Right.
November, December, January, mid-February. That's 4.5 months. That's a lot of season.
Yeah,
I'm-
but
I'm
I
not-
really rely on Steph being able to shoot lights out like he did because realistically, if we look before they had the massive superstar power, it was
Right.
him and Clay and Draymond,
Sure.
and they were still the Splash Brothers and doing good. So like you just take Clay out of the equation, which is a huge thing to take out of the equation, but I think Steph's going to show out and actually have a really good season this year.
Yeah.
I want to make it clear that I'm not going to bash the Warriors. I'm not trying to bash them whatsoever. I'm just looking at it from a just like a current team standpoint. I think that it's absolutely ridiculous to say that they're not going to make the playoffs. But given the teams that are in the West right now, and given how they are playing, given the emerging stars in the West especially, I could see the Warriors coming in at a 5 or a 6 seed.
I expect the Warriors to still be in the top 5 or 6 teams in the NBA.
Yeah,
Or not in
of
the
course.
NBA, in the West. Because
Which is in the NBA.
Yeah.
well, that's
I mean, honestly. Well, 76ers and
in the
Bucks.
Bucks. I mean,
And
they'll
the
be
Celtics,
nah.
they'll be top 10.
I stand by what I
They'll be
said.
top 10.
I stand by
I
what
don't,
I said. I'm with you though.
let's focus on Western Conference real quick.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'd love to talk the Celtics right after that.
yeah, we'll get to the East after this. We'll
yeah.
do a preview episode for this
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So my looking at the teams right now, I would put I put the Clippers at 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the Lakers at 2. I'm gonna put the Rockets at 3. I'm gonna put my 4 is tough. I honestly, I'm so. I think I'm gonna put the Trailblazers at 4.
Okay.
I think the Hassan Whiteside deal is going to be a lot bigger than we realize because Duke can ball out. He did great things for Miami. He was just very, very disgruntled
Right.
in that position. Hopefully, they can get that under check with Lillard and McCollum having a team that is obviously an elite team throughout the entire NBA and then also in the West. They grinded out a couple of different playoff series this past year. So I want to put them at the 4. I'm going to put the Warriors at the 5. I'm going to put the Nuggets at the 6. and I'm going to put the Jazz at the 7, and I'm going to put the San Antonio Spurs at the 8.
Leave the Mavs out 9.
Honestly, I'd love to put the Mavs at 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's our best option, but if I'm going to be realistic, I got to put the Spurs above us because the thing is that we do not have the depth on our bench to have the longevity of a season right now,
especially in that conference.
We have so much money tied up with Tim Hardaway. We got Boban in the offseason, which I think is going to help. Porzingis is going to be a beast. Luka's going to be a beast. I want to be more cautious on like what I'm going to expect out of Porzingis, just because he is coming off of injury. I know that he has had a lot of time to rehab and everything, but you both know that like once there's a huge difference between rehabbing and actually being on the court doing the grind.
Right.
I want to see him be able to do that. Our point guard situation doesn't look the best. Jalen Brunson's okay. I'd love to see him step up this year. I think that if Jalen Brunson can step up this year, that we will make the 8 seed and we can beat out the San Antonio Spurs. But also, the Pelicans are not going to be too terribly bad.
Right.
They're going to be trying to find their identity this year, so I don't think that they're going to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team.
Pelicans are not going to be good this year.
I think that they will be a spoiler team for a lot of teams in the West.
You still have Drew Holiday there, right? Drew Holiday and Zion? Isn't that your 2 there? I mean, that's not a bad
Lonzo.
2. And Lonzo. That's a good 3.
Okay. Don't even bring Lonzo into this. I've argued multiple times on Lonzo's behalf, and you both have shit on it.
We're not saying, but neither of us are saying that makes them a playoff team.
No.
Being a decent team in the West and being a
just
playoff
saying
team are
spoiler
very
team.
different
No,
things.
but you can't include Lonzo in your argument for being a decent team if you've shit on my takes about him before.
I can do whatever I want.
No, you can't. That's not how this works. Not how logic works.
Lonzo, I'm not going to shit on your take on Lonzo. I'm just going to say that Lonzo's a decent enough player to where his offense isn't going to be what you want from him, but his defense is elite. So
his defense is elite. No one will argue that.
As a part of a spoiler team that is just trying to find their identity, we don't know what we're going to get with Zion. We really don't.
Right.
Hopefully,
I have a good feeling about what I know I'm going to get from Zion.
How many minutes do you think a game?
No, I don't think he's a straight bust. I think he's going to be injured.
How many minutes a game do you think he's going to get, though? Like, that he can feasibly do?
You got 48 minutes in a basketball game. I mean, he's got to play at least 4. I would think he's 38 to 40.
30 to 35, probably.
You think they're going to throw that many minutes on him immediately?
Yeah, no, I do. Because they're the fucking Pelicans, and they're going to wear him out. He's going to get injured.
Yeah, he's got to play a lot of minutes.
He's going to have to. Who else is going to play a lot of minutes?
Millets.
Shut up.
Well, that's my picks for the Western Conference playoffs.
Run y'all's back real quick. We got a little sidetracked.
No, that's fine.
Joe, run yours again.
Clippers, Rockets, Lakers, Warriors, Nuggets, Trailblazers, Jazz, Mavericks. Although I start to waver on whether I think the Jazz or the Spurs are going to be the 7th, but I'm pretty confident on
that's fair.
The Mavs being the 8th.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got Clippers, Lakers, Rockets.
4 through 6 is nasty.
I know, and I'm going back and forth right now, even on my recap, because I just don't know. Man, fuck it. I'm gonna put the Trailblazers at 4 still, Warriors at 5, Nuggets at 6, Jazz at 7, and Spurs at 8.
So we'll go consensus for our podcast anyway. Clippers will be 1. If Paul George is only missing a couple weeks,
they're going to be fine.
It's not
they
enough.
also still have Kawhi. We can look at the Raptors and be like, okay, they had Kawhi and Kyle Lowry. Yeah, they're going to be fine.
You know, I kind of hate it, Joe, for saying the Rockets at 2. But I think I am going to say the Rockets at 2. I do think that they're going to make 2. You've got James Harden and Russell Westbrook. They've got familiarity playing with each other.
Which is weird for you being a Texans fan and like being a Mavs fan and hating the Rockets. I don't get you.
It's strange. And I'm also a Ranger. I literally only cheer for one Houston sport.
I disagree so fucking hard on the Rockets being 2. I do not see them being better than the Lakers. I don't see it.
I think it's going to be close.
There's no way.
I don't
There's no way.
So let me clear this up though. just because they're seeded at 2 doesn't necessarily mean that I think that the Rockets will be the better team.
But
They're not going to have a better record than the Lakers.
Their regular season will be great because of D'Antoni. They'll be trash in the playoffs because of D'Antoni.
Right. That's just the seeds you're going into the playoffs.
Right.
With. Also, historically, Russell Westbrook and James Harden get hurt way less than LeBron and Anthony Davis
No,
do.
bullshit. LeBron had one season where he got hurt.
He had a season this last season where he got hurt, and it's because
hurt.
he didn't want to fucking play because they weren't making the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
right.
not hurt.
So that's not hurt.
But
He
how many
was
times
just
did
like,
Russell
I'm gonna
Westbrook- How many times did Westbrook get hurt? Or James Harden?
They get banged up, but like the
They
thing
don't
is,
get
it's
hurt
like
and get well. Anthony Davis has.
Yeah, I mean, you got a different situation here with them, though. They've got a little more depth there. They've got...
Either way, like I think the Rockets like have a higher potential of staying healthy because LeBron's also getting old. He could still get hurt.
I hate that argument. I hate the LeBron's getting older argument when last season was one of his best, if not his best, all-around performance.
He didn't play nearly as many games as he normally does, though.
good. That's why he's not going to get hurt this year.
Right.
Like that's exactly like
yeah,
the
but
point.
if you're gonna talk about his stats though, but you look at the amount of games he played, he didn't play as many games, but he put up higher stats. Sure, your percentage is gonna be better. There's less room for error.
We're not talking about stats at this point. We're just talking about like literally like they
he
were
shut
not
it down.
They were not a playoff team, so he just shut it down. His overall game, if you're looking at how he was playing with and grooving with that team, like throw stats out the window. Just look at the game that he was playing. Overall, like when he was on the court, I thought that he was going back to almost like how he was in Cleveland, of just field general type deal. But he's got the experience now. He's got the wisdom. In my personal opinion, I think LeBron, people doubting LeBron is just going to be like, okay, cool. Wait until I got AD.
And he's
LeBron's
playing
never
forward.
had a big guy with him.
No, Ilgauskas is the best big man
had
he's
Shaq.
played with. Otherwise.
A washed up Shaq.
No matter what, Shaq is Shaq.
No,
dude.
no. It does not work that way. You cannot say
You're literally saying LeBron works that way.
No.
LeBron's different.
Shaq
also.
is not the same as LeBron.
No,
Shaq is one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
You're
Shaq
damn
was
right. And I'm not going to argue with you on that. But Shaq at the end of his career was garbage.
Also, Shaq was a 7-footer. A 300-pound 7-footer.
And he was garbage at the end of his career.
His body got
wasn't
torn
terrible when he was
up.
with the Cleveland. When he was with
He
Cleveland.
was pretty bad,
The
dude.
Cleveland.
He wasn't bad with the Cleveland, I tell you what.
I was going for the Cavaliers at the end of that. I just fucking flubbed it. Fuck that. No, he wasn't that bad with them. He was really bad.
Sam, you can definitely hear us this episode, by the way. You can definitely hear us right now.
Good. No, like the thing is, it's like, you're right. Shaq is Shaq, yes. And we're getting a little bit off topic, but
that's our thing.
That's fine. Shaq is Shaq, yes, but Shaq was not.
Okay, that's the entire point of this thing is that we get off topic and just
exactly.
Talk about basketball.
Shaq was not like the player that the elite player, the incredible player. Like not only, I would say that Shaq was probably the third or fourth best center in the league at the time that he was with the Cavaliers.
That was at a time when there weren't that many great centers, though. Third or fourth down is not great. He was at the end of his career. He was just like floating around, right,
trying to find teams that were going to make the finals just to get rings. Like he didn't give a fuck, dude.
His last really good because he was in Miami, then he was in Phoenix, and Phoenix was like the tail end. And he wasn't even.
I'm pretty sure Cameron's going to rip me a new one for saying that Shaq was the third, fourth best center at the time that he was with the Cavs.
100%. If Cam hasn't lost attention span by us not putting an episode out for 3 weeks,
who else were centers at that time? Let's think about it.
He had no, you didn't have Ilgauskas anymore.
DeAndre Jordan was
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was definitely number one.
Yeah, Tyson Chandler around that time.
Tyson Chandler wasn't I don't think he was top 5.
Tyson Chandler was fucking good then. Tyson Chandler was ridiculously
good.
Though?
What year
this was 2000 with the Cavs.
I'm looking it up right now.
2008 or 9 probably.
Yeah.
Because he was on
It was 2008 because that was the year that they went to the playoffs and didn't win.
2009 to 2010 season.
Sorry, I was wrong.
Wow, how did I get that right? That's weird.
And then Shaq played for Boston the very next year in 2010 to 2011.
Big Shamrock.
I remember that one. And then
it was bad.
He was at the Heat before. He was at the Heat with the championship team. Was at the Cavs. Then went to
Yes,
the
sir.
I thought
Boston.
it was Heat, Suns, Cavs. Pretty sure that's how it went.
I'm just talking
Heat,
about
Suns,
the
Cavs.
important
I don't
years.
believe so.
He was definitely with the Suns.
No, he was with the Suns.
Great.
No, I'm just talking about the important years. There's nobody with
real
important
quick,
except
real
for
quick.
Amari Stoudemire.
He was
important
with the
signs.
Heat from 2004 to